I moved alone to another country a year ago and dedicated this whole year to improving myself. I was making new changes, taking new challenges, learning from my mistakes and understanding what works and what doesn't. I completely changed as the person. I've made lots of mistakes and wasted lots of time. That's why I decided to take all my experience and put it in this video in one actionable guide. If you feel the potential inside you and want to change your life but don't know how to start and what to do, this guide is exactly for you. Follow this plan for the next 6 to 12 months and become unrecognizable. Change your mind and change your physique. Maybe even create a business and start making your money. The point is that drastic changes are real and achievable if you have a plan, a strategy, and you follow it and don't give up. So let's get started. Here you can see 10 main points of this video. Reset your brain. In order to start this long journey, we need to prepare first. You won't go and run a marathon if you've never run in your whole life. The same way you won't take this challenge with unprepared, weak and addicted mind. We need to go on 2 weeks of dopamine detox, which will prepare you and give you momentum to start, show you if you are ready for the long challenge. For people who don't know, there is a thing, a neurotransmitter in our brains that is called dopamine that makes us motivated and happy about life. Like a muscle, by too much stimulation we can overtrain this muscle, and after it, to get to the same level of feeling good and feeling excited about life, we need to get more and more dopamine. The dose goes higher. We need to stimulate our brains more and more. As a result, you get addicted to awful habits, spend hours of your time uselessly, waste hours of your life daily, and lose full control and joy over your life. The bigger the stimulation, like TikTok, YouTube, etc., the more you'll need to feel good again. If you can stand these 2 weeks, how you gonna make it through the challenge that lasts 6 months? There are 7 basic rules of dopamine detox. No social media, no digital entertainment, no junk food, no alcohol, no drugs, no porn, no music. That's optional but would be also great to include. There are no rules, adjust them to your own personal needs. The main thing here is not to go through all these 7 rules. You can pick 1 or 2. The main objective is to get rid of the biggest stimulations that are ruining your life and holding you back. For example, if you are spending hours of your time every day on TikTok, you should stop watching it probably. If you're binge watching for half a day YouTube videos instead of doing your work, you maybe also should get rid of it. What bad habits are you tired of? If you are not ready to completely detox, just pick up 2-3 bad habits that are the most destructive and you want to get rid of them. Also try to practice some good habits during this period. Meditation, even if it's only 5 minutes a day. Journaling, observe your feelings and thoughts during the challenge. Sport or just walking, maybe both. Improve health and become more mindful. What I noticed about myself during my own challenge is the fact that I started reading lots of books, and this way I wanted to feel productive but still avoided the work that I had to do. In this example, you also need to notice things that are still kinda productive but holding you back from doing things you have to do. Like in my example, I should have stopped reading books or banned them, or at least have a time limit every day for reading. Reading books and listening to podcasts is kind of productive procrastinating for smart people, so don't fall for this trap. Don't get me wrong, we are not monks here, and I'm not saying to completely get rid of all the pleasures from your life. If it truly makes you happy, and if you are not thinking that it's your problem and you might be addicted to this thing, that is completely fine. But still, maybe try just for 2 weeks to step away from this thing, and after 2 weeks you will have a mindful decision whether you want to continue this habit or not. What's really important about this challenge is the fact that you will get your focus back. That's the biggest problem of our generation, and focus is one of the most important skills to have in order to achieve all the goals you want. Create goals for this period. To be honest, it would be great to know in the first place what you want to achieve during this period of time. Forget about your ego and becoming better than all these losers around me. What do you really want and why you are doing it in the first place? If you practice journaling during detox time, then you already have a great tool to find out all the answers. Identify your reason and what you want to achieve during this period of 6 to 12 months. Maybe you want to start a business and hit 10k a month with it, or maybe you want to drop some weight or gain some muscles. Remember to be specific about your goals so you know when you achieve them. If you struggle to find your purpose, your goals, and get clarity over your life, if you don't know how to create a schedule and control your actions, if you have problems with creating great habits and monitoring your progress, then I have a free Notion template for you. It's absolutely free, just download it, and there is a video guide how to use it. I created it specifically for people who want to download it. Enjoy. Don't go too hard and stay flexible. It's much better to focus on one or two main goals that you want to achieve than to spread yourself to dozens of goals and not achieving any of them. You need to create a strategy and step-by-step plan how you will achieve these goals. Then divide this plan into small steps possible that you can take every day and then make habits out of them. Of course, I know that there are no perfect plans. And for your question, what's the point of making the plan? I'll answer. Otherwise, you will get fucking overwhelmed with the information and the amount of work you have to do, and you will eventually give up. But with the plan, you will focus on the journey and on working today on particular set of tasks, and it will be much easier. If my goal is to become a musician, it's so hard to achieve and there are so many steps I have to do in order to get this that even the thought of this goal might be already overwhelming. But if I have a strategy, for example, to create beats every day and music every day and promote it with social media, I'll not only get clarity over, okay, I have to do this every day and that's pretty easy, that's it, but also I will improve myself and my skills, and I'll have enough patience to wait until I'll hit my goals. Without clarity, you'll just procrastinate your ass through this whole period. When I wanted to build my first social media marketing agency, I lied a lot to myself because of the lack of clarity. I just wanted to feel productive, so I avoided the actual work that could have brought me clients. I didn't have any actual plan to follow. I didn't have any strategy. The second point, I was so distracted by social media and YouTube that I had absolutely no focus, and my everyday work turned into I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow didn't come, by the way. It never does. The third point is that I didn't really know why I want to do this. Of course, it's great to make some money, but deeply inside, what's behind it? Of course, if you don't have food to eat, you don't need any motivation to start working. I didn't know my why, so I sabotaged my own success. My 4 mistakes. No clarity, no reason, no plan, always distracted. No way I would create a business in such conditions. Don't repeat my mistakes. It can be really hard to understand what you want and what are your goals, not to mention finding the real reason behind them. But you know what is really easy? For sure, it's to know what you absolutely don't want. We all have things we want to avoid no matter what. Your current actions are creating your future. And if you don't take the responsibility and will start doing something today, you're gonna get not so shiny future. It's great to dream about great life, but if you don't move your ass right now, guess what? Some different future will wait for you. And I don't think you will enjoy it a lot. Don't want to work 9 to 5 and trade your most valuable asset, your time, for money? You will get exactly that if you won't start doing something today. If you don't start right now generating online income. Don't want to die earlier and be fucking fat? You will get exactly that if you don't fix your fucking diet and start working out. Become brutally aware of what you don't want. Get pissed. Aren't you tired of existence that sucks so much? Always procrastinating, eating shit, not having money that you want, not having life that you want. What do most people do in this situation? They will focus on what they don't have and will get frustrated. But I offer to you to do something different. Use these negative emotions as your fuel, as your motivation. Get pissed about your current situation and get super excited about all the possibilities, all the opportunities, and about the fact that you are starting such a great journey towards absolutely improving and changing your life. How many interesting and life-changing things and events are waiting for you if you, of course, start fucking doing something. Negative emotions are triggers that are showing us that we must change. We must do something. If you put your hand on a pen, you won't act like, it hurts, why life is so unfair. Of course, no. You will scream, what the fuck? And instantly change the situation by removing your hand. What's the difference between this silly example and your life? Current pain is not so big and unbearable, but it will be someday. Stop thinking that this guy in the future will figure it out himself. This guy is fucking you. Wake up, develop a strategy. As I've already mentioned in my SMMA story, I didn't have an actual plan divided into small steps to follow, so I didn't have absolutely any clarity over my actions, which led me to procrastinating. It's really that simple. It's the cure to procrastination. I said it, but I will repeat it one more time. You must create plan and strategy for your goals. Things won't fall from the sky. Nothing will happen if you are not smart enough about it. The goal of running the marathon is absolutely great, it's nice, but until you develop a training plan and start fucking running, nothing will happen. People miss that their goals are actually achievable. It's only the matter of strategy and consistency. Not only that, during your way you might actually understand that your plan is a piece of shit. So what should you do in this situation? Give up, I guess.
Hell no, man. What the fuck?
Do you notice how stupid it even sounds? You must make a new plan, of course. You create new adjustments. Imagine a plane that is flying in the skies and occasionally changes its direction for several degrees, and the reaction of pilot will be like, fuck this shit, man. This flying thing is not working. I guess it's just not for me. I intentionally make it look and sound so fucking stupid, because for some reason people react absolutely the same way in the real life, but with very fucking serious faces. Create a plan. Be ruthless. You can't let bad habits and bad behavior stop you, the same way you can't let toxic people demotivate you. I didn't use this rule when I created my social media marketing agency and several Shopify stores. I was spending countless time on social media and YouTube instead of focusing on generating leads, for example, for my business, or thinking about how I could stand out from the competition. I was playing video games instead of focusing on how can I create great content for YouTube and video, how can I improve my writing, how can I improve my speaking, how can I improve my editing skills, what can I learn, what can I read, what can I listen to, what knowledge do I need, how can I get this? How can I learn it? Imagine how much work it is, and you are trading all this great knowledge and great skills you can build for doing some bullshit. No wonder people think that it's impossible to become extraordinary. They don't even try. And even though I created websites for my businesses, spent some hours trying to generate leads, creating ads, spending money, I can genuinely say that I didn't try that much. And I didn't put the needed effort. I absolutely deserve that it all didn't work out. Be ruthless about things that are holding you back and get rid of them. If you can't find the balance between doing the needed work and enjoying your time spending it, it's okay to play games, to spend time on social media. It's all good when you have a balance. I couldn't find a balance, so if you can, it's great. Convert boredom into a superpower. Going back to dopamine detox, one thing I didn't mention is boredom. When you stop constantly entertaining yourself, you suddenly understand that you have nothing to do. You get bored. For example, I'm recording right now this video because I just don't have fucking anything else to do. I don't want to play video games. I don't want to spend my time watching stupid YouTube videos. I don't want to procrastinate legally by reading books. I want to do things that will actually bring me closer to success, to achieving my goals. And that is why right now I'm recording this video. How did you respond your whole life to the feeling of boredom? We both know the answer. Our phones. When we feel bored, we instantly grab our phones and try to scroll through social media, check our messages, watch some YouTube videos. Imagine being at such stage that you can't even eat without stimulations. That's crazy. Use your boredom. You should have only two conditions: work or be bored. And our brains hate boredom. It's an unbearable mental pain for them. Just look back at history. Look at all the great things that have ever been created. Do you think that these people, the greatest inventors of whole time, would create such beautiful things, buildings, machines, books, films, music, if they had TikTok, YouTube, video games? Of course, every generation had its type of distractions. I agree with it. But the level of this problem right now and back in the history is just incomparable. It's just my opinion, I might be wrong about it. So if you know something that I don't know, just write it down in the comments and I will be happy to learn from you and see different opinions on this topic. If you have nothing to do, instead of doing your homework or creating an online business, this action will become a blessing to you. Because staring at the wall is not fun, like I tried. It's not funny at all. Just give it a try, you are not losing anything. Build your team. This step is optional, but I highly recommend you to try it, and I will explain why. When you have a healthy masculine competition and support around you, it pushes you beyond your boundaries, beyond your comfort zone. It feels like a play and you don't want to be a loser in your group, so you work hard, which leads to real achievements in life. Recently I did a 14 kilometers run. It was almost 2 hours, because right now I'm preparing for a big challenge, and I have a friend who helps me and trains as well. When I sent him this photo, he just grabbed his shoes, went outside and did the run himself. And this motherfucker ran 15 kilometers at the average pace of 6 minutes for a kilometer. And that's crazy. It absolutely pissed me off and destroyed my Saturday. So on the next day, I was so pissed about it that I did another run. I did 10 kilometers at the average pace of 5 minutes 30 seconds. Do you see the point here? Imagine if you have such kind of people in all areas of your life. If you create a whole team, from sports to business. Imagine pushing each other like this for the next year. You might have a great question like, how can I find people like this? And to be honest, I don't have an answer. It just randomly happens in life that you get such connections. What I can tell you is you can try to find these people online in like-minded communities. You might try to talk to your current friends and change their minds and mindsets about life, create goal together and start playing this game. In my opinion, if you really want it and if you really try to find such people, you will eventually meet them. Be creative. Work on your mind and work on your body. Nothing really to say here. You might have the best goals and the best strategy, the best team, work 24 hours a day and be absolutely indestructible. But if you don't care about your body and mental health, it will all be kinda useless. Please don't neglect sleeping, nutrition, working out and upgrading your mind with constantly learning by podcasts, books, etc. Meditating also. Even if it's just a little, still do it. It's much better than doing nothing. I can't emphasize enough how important is your mind and body are building blocks of your success. But there is one more important thing. Be adaptive, be flexible, learn how to change in different situations, learn how to adjust, learn how to change your plans, change your strategy, change your attitude, change your mindset. Again, I will repeat it, be flexible. Life is a constant movement, a constant change. You can't stay at the same place. You can't create perfect plans. You can't have 100% clarity. You can be absolutely sure. And that is why you have to be open-minded and be ready to adapt, to change. It's not the strongest who survives, but the one who can adapt the most. In the conclusion, I want to say, please don't perceive me as a monk or some guru. I don't say you have to absolutely get rid of everything good in life and only work 24/7. I use social media. I watch sometimes YouTube. Sometimes I play video games. Sometimes I procrastinate. I clean my diet, but from time to time I can eat an ice cream or a burger or a pizza. It's normal. It's all normal. If you study the biggest achievers in life, they were not monks or something. It all doesn't really matter. What matters in the end is the work and the hours you are putting into achieving your goals. Chill and have your life. Have fun. Have good experiences, because you never know when the life will end. The point of this video was to just give you some fresh ideas of what you could try to do. Maybe you will even enjoy it. Maybe it will help you. Maybe it will change your life. Maybe not. You never know. And it was just created for people who are a little bit or a lot lost in life. It's not good to be overstimulated, but there is also nothing bad with watching YouTube sometimes. What I'm saying is that life is a constant balance. There is no one-way approach to things. There is nothing only black and only white. You don't have to wake up at 5 a.m. every day for the rest of your life in order to become successful. It's nonsense. But you might try it and see how it affects your life. Why not? Maybe it will help you. Maybe you will get more focused, more productive. Notice what's working for you and what doesn't. Be mindful of your mental and physical health. Enjoy your life and smile more. And always remember, my friend, 1% better every day.